I've noticed that when people ask these types of questions, they never do the research. So in response to what do black men do? Black men, I got you. Out of the 3% majority black-owned businesses, 53% of majority-owned black are owned by black men. 39% had black women majority owners, while 8% had equal male/female ownership. Black men own about 95% of black-owned banks in the United States. Yes, black people do own banks. And also, as of February 2024, there were 16 black billionaires in the world. And of those 16, 10 are from the United States, with eight of those billionaires in the United States being black men. As of 2023, there were nearly 2 million black millionaires in the United States, which is about 8.8% of the total number of millionaires in the country. Remember, black men only represent 7% of the population, the US population. Black men roughly represent 80% of the millionaires in the black community. Black men own 18 of the 20th largest black businesses in the United States, which stem from goods and services, industrial, entertainment, transportation, finance, companies in communication, engineering, food services, and farming. There are over 100,000 barbers in America. Slightly more than 20% of those barbers are black men, even though black men only represent 7% of the population. Crazy, right? African-American barbers are a significant component of the men's grooming industry that Forbes estimated in 2015 to exceed $20 billion. In 2023, about 10% of people working in the U.S. motion picture and video industry were black or African-American. In 2021, black actors made up 15.5% of leading roles and 18% of all acting roles in films written or directed by people of color. Again, while only still representing 7% of the US population. Furthermore, and according to the 2023 Sentencing Project, scholars have declared a generational shift in the lifetime likelihood of imprisonment for black men. The risk has fallen from a staggering 1 in 3 for those born in 1981 to a 1 in 5 born in 2001. 54% of black men have never fathered children, and the 46% who have, mothers reported that black fathers shared responsibilities more frequently and displayed more effective co-parenting than Hispanic and white fathers. And don't forget, 36% of black men are married, as opposed to 29% of black women, even though there's about 1.5 million more black women. Finally, a substantial share of black men in the United States are realizing the American dream, at least financially, and the majority are not poor. Per a new analysis of census data outlined in the report, more than 1 in 2 black men, 57%, have made it into the middle class or higher, up from 38% in 1960. Black men who are married, have a college education, and work full-time are more likely to be in the middle or upper class. Military service is also linked to a higher likelihood of being in the middle class or higher. Black men were able to accomplish all of this while facing residential segregation, which can limit employment options, employment discrimination, and also over-policing due to being viewed as more violent, even though only 1.9 million people are incarcerated in the US. Black men, black women, and juveniles represent 38% of the 1.9 million, which equates to 722,000. There's over 20 million black men currently in the United States, which translates to less than 3.5% of the black male population being incarcerated. Black men operate in the black community that has been utilizing false stereotypes for decades in order to paint a picture that we're less than our female counterparts, but somehow have still managed to make strides with all of those factors working against us. Salute to you, black men.